DuShane, Florida's Big Fish Show. We are back at day 2, the 2018 Harris Chain of Lakes FLW Tour with our reigning champion, Mr. Tim Frederick. Tim, how'd it go out there today?
Not real good. Not what I expected at all. But I got humbled today is what happened. You know, you win the first event out of the gates, and then you come to your home water. And today I didn't even have a limit. I had 4 fish for 414, and it's just heartbreaking. You know, I wanted so much more. I didn't want a bad start at the beginning of the season, and I started off good, and then I come to my home waters and kind of bombed. So I'm a little disappointed, to say the least. However, it is fishing, and it's the competition that drives me. So to get beat bad on my home waters is pretty. Like I said, I'm humbled today. So I'm looking forward. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna go to Lake Seminole Sunday and start another one. So I'm looking forward to that. It's kind of get this erased and out of my memory for a little bit. But what a great crowd we had, and everybody, you know, Lake County showed up. So all in all, it's a good time.
You can do no wrong with those of us here in Lake County, so that you already know. Everybody here is super proud of you. Let's tell everybody, where were you today? What were you focusing on?
Today I stayed in Big Lake Harris and Dead River. Half the day I focused on fishing lily pads for spawning fish, and the other half I went offshore in 10 to 12 foot of water in that hydrilla. And man, I tell you, I just couldn't put it together. I mean, they caught them out there. I just didn't catch them. You know, I fished clean. I never missed a fish. I caught everything that bit. I just didn't get the bites.
You've been fishing these waters your whole life. What was the strategy when you went into this morning? Where'd you want to go? What'd you want to fish with? How'd you want to play this out?
Well, after, you know, yesterday was just kind of a mediocre start. So I figured the best chance for me to catch a big bag and get back into the hunt was to fish for spawning fish. Not necessarily ones I could see, but I know how they spawn on pads and stuff. So I started thinking, where's most of the pads at? And they're in Dead River and Harris. So I stayed in these 2 lakes, and I don't know if my timing was just off. You know, sometimes, you know when you're driving down a city street and you hit every red light? That's how I feel. I mean, honestly, it seems like every spot I went to, there was a red light. 5 minutes later, it's green, a guy's catching them behind me. So I really don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm blessed. He blessed me with a good win the first event, and I'm thankful for that. And that's what's going to help get me through this event. I'll promise you that. So I'm hungry for more.
Let's talk equipment. Let's talk lures, because a lot of people, we got everybody watching this. They're fishermen.
Yep.
They want to know, what were you using? What do you think they were going to bite on? What were they biting on?
Well, it's almost the same thing from Okeechobee. I was using a 7-inch Strike King Ocho. It's like a Cinco, a stick bait type bait for the spawning fish. And then when I got offshore, I was throwing a 3/4 ounce Strike King Red Eye Shad 2-tapper. Obviously today they didn't want it, but I mean that was my plan, and I stuck to it. I didn't really vary it. You know, I didn't have any different variations of the baits. I just stuck with it because it just done me good before. So to be honest with you, since all this hydrilla has been introduced into the chain and they're letting it's great for the fishery. I mean, you can see it. These guys are catching them, but I'm not used to it. It's relatively new, so usually late February I'm fishing pads. That's what I'm doing. Well, now they have all that cover offshore that they can go to and spawn in as well, and they're more hidden. And it's actually better for the lake itself, because when they do have their babies, the bass fry they call them, they can bury up in that grass, and their mortality rate's a whole lot better. You know, they're not gonna get consumed by other fish right away like they do when we didn't have any grass. So the future is very bright for Lake County and the Harris Chain of Lakes. I mean, it really is. It's probably, if not the best chain in Florida right now. I mean, you're seeing it. I mean, these guys are killing them, and I wish I was one of them. But you know what? I will be again. You know, and that's motivation. You know, I'm gonna take it for motivation. Last year I had a 14th place, which I was happy with. This year I'm a little disappointed, but you know what? We can't be happy every day.
Well, you're already a champion, and you're our champion.
Yeah, they can't take my 100,000 away from me or the trophy, so I at least got that going forward. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty proud of that, and I might even put that Happy Gilmore check in the back of the truck to drive to the next event, just because I'm going to come back strong, and you know, it's just one of those things that happens, and I'm just a little disappointed in front of my home crowd, but like you said, man, they got my back, and that's what makes Lake County so nice, because everybody's got my back and I got theirs. So that's how it should be.
I was standing in the crowd when you brought in your fish to get weighed. Nobody else got bigger applause and cheers than you did.
Well, yeah, and that makes me feel very, very good. I got to be honest with you. In fact, it gives me chills as we talk about it. But I can't even tell you how much the support that I have from the local people around here, friends, family, employees. You know, it's amazing to be well liked and be well liked on tour. You know, I'll come in last every other time if they want me to. I want people to know that what you see with me is what you get, and if I can help you, I'll help you in any way. So that's what these people in Lake County do for me. You know, they'll help me any chance they get, and I can't thank them enough.
Well, folks, this is our champion. Here we are on a beautiful February 23rd day. It's about 83, 84 degrees. Couldn't ask for better weather.
No, it's been a beautiful. I mean, I'm sunburned. I mean, if I would have took my shirt off, I'd look like a lobster right now. But you know, I got my birthday's in 2 days, so I get to work up here on the expo and talk to people on my birthday, and then head to Seminole. But you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna put this one behind me for now and move on to the next one.
And I have predicted 4 wins this year, so you only got 1 in the bag. So if you win next week, you're 50% of my prediction.
Well, that'd be awesome. And I understand Seminole's fishing pretty good right now, but it might change as soon as we all show up. That's kind of what this lake did to me. But you know what? I'm going to work hard at your goal. And if I achieve that goal, I might retire, because that's hard to do. Hard to win 4 of these events. It's hard to win 1, yet alone 4. But I'll take it, and I appreciate your confidence in me.
Folks, we're here with Mr. Tim Frederick, our champion, FLW 2018 champion, and he's on to bigger and better things. Thank you, Tim.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Enjoy it.